nihi, Dine'e, naat'áanii, ayóó, daniliin'deh. Here is Victorio. He is definitely, it says, Beidou-ya Apache Chief, Warm Springs Apache Band of Chile Day, California, CA 1809, 1879. Forgive my... Okay, Victoria was known for the skills in warrior tactics. He lived up to his name, the triumphant one, despite the hardships and abuse imposed on the people. He tried to keep peace. He died victorious, striving to protect his people against all odds and injustice committed against him by non-Indians invading his territorial lands. Driven from his homeland time and time again, he was forced to take revenge and went on the warpath one last time. He said, only after you have, let's say it again, only after you deprive me of life will I lay down my weapons. It is only then that you may do with my people and homelands as you wish. I have tried to keep peace until I could not any longer. Wow. And one of our subscribers is also Apache, and this is one of his ancestors, and that is Will. You always see Grandma with Will. This is his ancestor. Here's another learning experience we have. This is Tuhaosan, Little Bluff Old Man Wagon. Okay, we're learning all this together because I've never heard of him. Tuhaosan, Little Bluff, Kodalkyepta, Old Man Wagon. Kiowa Principal Chief from 1833 to 1866. A courageous warrior, peacemaker, skilled diplomat, and a member of the Koitsino Real Dogs, the elite Kiowa military society, consisting of the bravest men in the Kiowa tribe. He negotiated the first treaty of the Kiowas and the U.S. He was a recorder of Kiowa history with a pictorial calendar, being a graphic artist. He designed and painted 2 teepees. And then he has his offspring. There's the grandchildren. They talk about him. And see, you're learning about Tuhaosan. And this is his name right here. And Grandma does not know about this too. And so see, we're all having a learning experience. So that is so important for us. And this is wonderful. What an honor. This one is Major General Clarence L. Tinker, Osage, 1887 to 1942, Commanding General, U.S. Air Force in Hawaii, lost in Battle of Midway, Pacific Ocean. This is beautiful. Look at that. Amazing. Wow. Sacagawea. 1786 to 1884, the Shoshone girl who led the Lewis and Clark expedition to the Pacific in 1805 and 1806. Excellent. Here's another one. We're all learning, okay? Here's Charles Curtis, and I hope you're able to see him. Charles Curtis, 1860 to 1936, native Kansas of Kansas, who was elected Vice President of the United States in 1928. How impressive. Didn't know we were in the government, the white government. Hello. Great job. This is Tishomingo, okay? Look at him. Almost similar to Tecumseh with his hair. Let's see. Tishomingo is 1737 to 1839, noted as a war chief of the Chickasaws, advisor and leader in the Treaty of Pontotoc, 1832, and final removal of the tribe to the west. Here he is. Wow. See, we're learning all this. I don't even know half of this, and this is a great learning experience. This is Kicking Bird. and Kicking Bird, Dine'e. Okay, we're just going to spell it. Tene'anegopte. 1835-1875, principal chief of the Kiowas. Kicking Bird. Reminds me of the movie Dances with Wolves. The chief was Kicking Bird, remember? Interesting. Grandma was an extra in that movie. Anyways, I do love Kevin Costner, gorgeous man. Tell him Navajo Grandma loves him. He knows that. But this is Alice Brown Davis, Seminole chieftain, born 1852, died 1935, educator, humanitarian, interpreter. Isn't this lovely? Now we're down to the women. Muriel White, Oklahoma author and historian, 1887 to 1973. Wright was a teacher and researcher who worked for the Oklahoma Historical Society, researching and writing the history and language of the Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Creek, and Seminoles. She wrote a guide to Oklahoma Indians in 1951 and many more books. She was the granddaughter of Allen Wright, who named the state of Oklahoma. Oh, hey, we just saw him. And a past president of the National Hall of Fame for famous Indians. Hey, look at her. What an honor. Isn't this amazing? Now, I've heard of this man. He's Pushmataha, 1764 to 1824, Choctaw chief, wise and eloquent leader, educator, and warrior of the great distinction, friend of President Dent, Andrew Jackson, and leader of Choctaw warriors in the War of 1812. And amazing. That's wonderful. Here is Standwater. I've never heard of Standwater myself. Standwater. T-S-A-L-A-G-I, 1806 to 1871. Beloved Southern Cherokee chief who served during Civil War as brave Brigadier General, last Confederate leader to surrender. See, look at this. Look at this. This is incredible. Grandma didn't know these things. Look at that. And here is naat'áanii. He is one of the military. Corporal Mitchell Red Cloud. Geese Hayshag Manifga. 1925-1950. Please don't write to me and tell me I don't know how to say these things, because I don't. Brave Winnebago hero whose courage and self-sacrifice reflects the traditional spirit of braves inherent. He gave his life for his country, saved his commandees in battle, and was awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor. Wow. Mitchell Red Cloud. Look at that. What an honor. Wow. Okay, here is John Ross, 1790 to 1866. Most notable chief of the Cherokee, served as leader and statesman for half-century during the most dynamic period of Cherokee history. His love and attachment to the sacred homelands matched that of the full-blood Cherokee whom he led when they were removed to Indian Territory in 1838 to 1839. Until his death, he remained the capable and forceful leader of his beloved Cherokees. And here is John Ross. Wow. Here is another military soul. And it is the First Lieutenant Pascal C. Pula, Kiowa warrior, January 21, 1921 to November 7, 1967. Most decorated Indian soldier in the United States history, who was honored by receiving 42 awards and medals from the U.S. Armed Forces, including 5 Bronze Stars, 4 Silver Stars, 3 Purple Hearts, oh goodness, and 1 Air Medal. The brave combat veteran of 3 wars, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, was killed in 1967 when, as a SFC in Vietnam, he was trying to rescue one of his wounded men under fire. You wonder why these are great men, along with the chiefs. Wow. Honorable Pascal C. Pula, we will never forget you. Wow. Here's another one. Never heard of him, but look how beautiful. And love this sculpture. Beautiful. This is Jose Maria Anadarko, chief, 1805 to 1862. Jose Maria was principal chief of all Caddo tribes and led them from the Brazos River, Texas in 1859 to the site now called Anadarko, Oklahoma. What brave chiefs. Okay, here's a woman. What an honor to be a woman. You women, don't you dare forget how incredible you are. And here is another one. Roberta Campbell Lawson, Delaware, 1878 to 1941, contributor to American Indian Arts and Culture, national president of General Federation of Women's Clubs, USA. Isn't this amazing? I tell you, you women, you're worth more than words. You're worth all the virtue and the wonders. You are going to help save this nation. Don't you darn well ever forget that. God is depending on you. Here is Will Rogers. Now, Will Rogers, Cherokee, 1879-1935, world famous actor, humorist, writer, philosopher. I did not know. I know I've heard, but a lot of people are also trying to do their research, and this is great. Will Rogers, I love him. All the stories about him. There's nothing like a cowboy who is full of honor, and sometimes they're not, but I'll tell you, the cowboys that Will Rogers was, I can only love American history, and because of him, I think as a child, I loved the United States of America and our lands, and the freedoms we had to live, to do what he was just incredible. He loved Native Americans, and he tried to help the cowboys, whatnot. Sorry for the cars behind, but this is wonderful. Will Rogers.